Anybody who got the spirit to come to Africa, you gotta be obedient to your spirit, to the Most High, to come back home to Africa. The window of is closing because Africa doesn't come up and the West is declining quick. Africa's coming up. You want to change your life around, then you miss your window opportunity. Now you're stuck in the West. You're breathing in poison air. You're going through the bad weather. Judgment is all over the West and Great Britain and Europe. Is you see the news, it's straight judgment. They call it climate change, but it's the Most High changing everything.
Wow.
They call me Lox Yehuda, and I came to Ghana to live because I got a spiritual connection to Ghana, and plus my ancestors from Ghana, because my mother's side, she's Jamaican, so they live in the Maroon villages. You heard of Queen Annie Maroon? Yeah, that's I'm the descendant from Queen Annie Maroon.
Wow.
So the Maroons, yeah. So, Queen Annie, they call Queen Nana.
Yeah.
But the Jamaicans call Nana Nanny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's Queen Annie Maroon. I think Ashanti King also was shipped to Jamaica.
Yeah.
And they rebelled against the British. They ran in the bush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they fought 30 years for freedom on certain villages in Jamaica. Charlestown, that's where my family live in, Charlestown, Portland, in Jamaica. They got another Maroon village called Moortown. Then Nanny Town. That's the Maroon occupied villages that was independent from the rest of the villages in Jamaica.
Wow.
So they blow, my family in Jamaica blow the same lamb song. They blow it in the morning, the night, midday, funerals, they blow it. Anybody who trying to invade the villages, they blow the same lamb songs.
Great.
And that's connected to the Shanties, because the Shanties blow the same Rams lamb horn.
So definitely, maybe if I should tag you, I would say you are an Ashanti, right? Because your great-grandfathers are from Jamaica and people from Ashanti region and so forth. So I would just say you are an Ashanti. So you coming to Ghana in the first place, did you research about Ghana, and maybe if you did, what was the result that you had about Ghana?
I researched. I watched a couple of videos, Echo Simpson.
Yeah.
I watched a couple of your shows. Did you interview a couple of people?
Yeah.
That's Barnes.
Yeah.
Woody Myers. And who else? And a couple of YouTubes, I forgot their channel I watched. So I did like good research. And I just looking at Ghana as a spot, but something telling me Ghana is a spot.
Yeah.
Just to go. Because I went to Tanzania for 90 days. When I was in Tanzania, my spirit wasn't like connecting over there in that land. I mean, it's nice, it's peaceful, but it wasn't like feeling like home. You know what I'm saying? Until I came here in Ghana, got a plane Accra, I instantly felt it. I felt my energy like start feeling good.
Yeah.
So I know like Ghana's that spot.
Wow. So guess what, if I may say, you've been in African countries before, but I think this is your first time coming to Ghana, or what?
First time.
Your first time coming to Ghana. So how did you feel when you step foot in Ghana?
I first step foot out the plane, it felt like my eyes by the water. But I got toughed up. I gotta go through customs or everything, so I gotta hold everything back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be going around getting my visa with tears coming out my eyes. I gotta be, you know what I mean?
Wow.
I gotta tough up. But so this is it. And it felt like home. It felt like home. Driving from Accra, 2 hour, about 12, 3-hour ride, going down the Cape Coast, coming to a Sable, looking around, seeing the sceneries. It felt like I was supposed to be here. I can't explain it. It felt like home, man. But Tanzania is a different story. It's like a lot of pushback. But over there I see it like this is it. I know my ancestors walked it. They walked this land. This is their soil.
Guess what? I can see you are holding your own camera with you. I just want to ask you a simple question. Maybe, are you a YouTuber? Are you into vlogging or anything of that?
Yes, I'm a YouTuber, but my profession is I'm a videographer, I'm a filmmaker, I'm a photographer, I'm a video editor. I'm a director, a photographer. That's a cinematographer. So that's the field I'm in.
Okay.
Filmmaking. So I'm an artist. That's I see visions and I put it on a video. Just produce it.
So coming to Ghana and also building life in Ghana, has it been difficult for you to establish yourself in Ghana? Maybe if you choose to stay, or maybe if you choose to go back to where you come from?
Oh, now you're going back to the West.
Wow.
Now you're going back to the West. Too much problems over there. But the only pushback I had is not Ghana fault. It's Egyptian Air fault, because I came without none of my luggage. I had 6 pieces of luggage. Did not arrive with me on the aircraft.
Yeah.
So that's the only pushback I had. Other than that, everything was smooth.
Wow. So talking about Ghanaian culture and Jamaican culture, I think they sometimes look so similar to each other. So what have you seen in Ghanaian culture that you think is similar to the Jamaican culture, and what really impacted you to also go or maybe choose Ghana to be in Ghana, also build in Ghana?
The lifestyle is peaceful. I see basically the Ghanaians is Jamaicans. It's the same exact people.
Yeah.
Because you know the slave ports went straight to Jamaica with the people. So technically Ghanaians and Jamaicans are the same people. They just now they're separated. The culture's similar. I can tell off the back when everybody's mad at the airport, everybody's kissing their teeth. Kissing of the teeth. That's very similar. I do the same thing, like wait for a long time, get the teeth like. That's very similar. Yeah.
Wow. So building a community in Ghana, how has it been? Has it been so easy for you to establish yourself in Ghana, like mingling with the people in Ghana, like me?
Now it's not hard. So I'm glad they speak English, because that's a colonizer tongue, the British language. So I could easily communicate. And so far I got other diasporans here helping me out through my process. So I'm just like, this is my 2nd week in Ghana. So I'm still like adjusting, trying to learn my way around. So everything will come in due time.
So do you really think Ghana is meant for African Americans to move from the state to come and stay over here? Because sometimes some African Americans think the life that they live in America or maybe Jamaica, they want to still live the same life in Ghana, which it's different. I think the life in Ghana and also in America is different. So I want to ask you something. Can you cope with a life in Ghana as you are here, that you don't feel what you normally get in America and so forth?
Yeah, I could, because Tanzania was a training for me. It was training. What happens there happens here too. The power going out. Sometimes the water go out. Get used to it. I tell Americans want to come to an African country or even Ghana, they got to adjust to the scenery, stuff like that. You can't bring your American ways here. It's not gonna work. You can't bring your spending habits from the West here, because you're gonna go back home broke. Because the CDs go like quick. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, some people go back, they can't adjust. You know what I'm saying? They see dirt roads. They like cement. Everywhere they go, they want cement, clean, paved streets. You know what I'm saying? If you see a problem, there you go, you got a business. You know what I'm saying? Fix the problem. Don't complain about it. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna complain, you might as well stay in the West. You know what I'm saying?
You made mention of having a whole lot of problems in Tanzania. Can you share some of the best things you've ever had when you went to Tanzania, and also some of the worst things or maybe worst experiences that you also had in Tanzania with us?
The best things about Tanzania is meeting the people. The people's friendly. They very friendly. It just, the only thing is the language barrier, because they speak Kiswahili on the east.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing is the language barrier. The negatives is Tanzania customs and immigrations. They don't like really, they don't want the diasporans there. They don't want I heard a couple of diasporans trying to renew their visas and they got pushback. Some immigration officers tell the diasporans, you gotta go back to where you come from. Or we got 90 more days left, you gotta go home. There's no love for diasporans living in Tanzania. If you got that money, if you are white like a Mzungu, Indian, or Lebanese or Chinese, they accept them more than us.
So in such case, I know it happens some part of Africa and so forth. Sometimes it happens like that. So you being an African American, how do we come together as an African American and an African to bridge the gap between these two people in order for us to solve our own problems and then live happily in our continent?
We gotta work together. We gotta come together, man. But start with us, and we, like I said, we gotta start with the media. The media controls everything. That's how the West separate us. You know what I'm saying? Like CNN, they portray Black Americans as gangsters, killers, robbers, and they betray our brothers on the continent as people swinging on trees. They poor. They'll scam you also. So that's how they separate us through the media. Now, if we get together and form our own media and tell the truth and tell our own stories, and the little youth watch the media, then we can start bridging this gap. It starts with the media, because the media is a big mind control, because your eyes watch and your brain comprehend. So what you see on the media, you can tend to believe it.
Wow.
Sadly, you know what I'm saying?
I do understand your points, but let me put it this way. African media are also trying their best to change those bad perceptions from people that have been painting Africa in general as a bad place, or maybe they sleep in trees and so forth. We are doing our best. Myself, I'm also into the media. My YouTube channel is also doing well, promoting all those things and then changing people's mind to come back to Africa. But here's the case. The CNN is not for Africans.
Exactly.
The CNN is not for we, the blacks. So in such case, you being, let me put it this way, a foreigner. For the meantime, let me put it this way, or maybe let me tag you this way. You being a foreigner, that means you are an African American. You don't have a Ghanaian citizen. If you are in the States, how would you preach to your friends or maybe your families to know that Africa is not like this? Maybe they have a wrong perception about Africa. How would you change that?
Basically, I tell them, and I gotta show my videos on the content to make them see it, to make them believe it. Because you just say about a word of mouth, they gonna go one ear and out the other. Because they don't believe what the white media says. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only way, just the media. Plus, Africa need their own powerhouse media. Like I said, the whites got CNN, the Arabs got Al Jazeera, the Indians got that One network they all watch. What do Africa have? Nothing. We need our own version of CNN. We need our own version of media, so we could show the world, tell the world how true Africa is. How you can come to a continent and succeed, just like the whites, the Chinese, the Indians. They leaving their country. Where they going? They straight to Africa. They coming straight here.
You spoke well about the African media, and you also said couple of YouTube videos made you come to Ghana. So those YouTubers, including me, Wadmaya, Eko Simpson, and you as well being a YouTuber, why don't we come together to build something in order for them to know what we are also doing? Don't you think it will also help for them to change those negative mindset that they have about Africa?
Exactly, that's what we need to do. All the media personnel in Ghana and Africa need to come together and form a good media business. That's what we need. Ghana need it badly. What I see, you need it badly. We need show the videos of Africa. We need to produce our own documentaries, our own films, and to help those small businesses around Ghana, we need to make videos for them advertising their business and what they do, and bring it to the Ghana stations to play them promo videos for them businesses, so the Ghanaians could see what kind of businesses is out there, so they could go to. Everything don't have to be in a crowd. There's a lot of businesses in Cape Coast, Kamasi, Kasebu. All them businesses need to be put to the forefront, marketed. So that's when a strong media company need to do. The media companies in the West, that's what they do. They shoot films, they shoot documentaries, but they also do business videos for businesses like hospitals, lawyers, firefighters. They make videos for them to make commercials and put on social media and put on the news networks, on the TV networks. So we could make it happen, man.
Wow.
You just need brain power. Everybody got to be on the same page. Everybody got to love what they do, love shoot videos. The sky's the limit.
Wow.
Sky's the limit, man.
You made mention of we creating documentaries or maybe doing documentaries and so forth to show people how Africa is being managed or maybe how Africa looks like. But in such cases, when you go to some part of America, I'm not trying to generalize everything that I'm saying, but some people in America, when they see something good about Africa, they don't want to show it on TV for people to know. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to start preaching those good things about Africa to people out there that are not in Africa and that are willing to come to Africa? How are you going to do that, in your opinion?
Easy. Pick up your camera and go. Pick up your camera and go. Go to the spots. You know what I'm saying? Go to different areas. Interview the chiefs that live in them area. Did the chiefs speak? Did the chiefs talk about their land? Because they know the land the best. Make a video and put it out there for the people to see it.
Wow. Secondly, you also made mention of you now moving back to the States because you want to live in Ghana for the rest of your life.
Yep. Do
you intend to set up a business in case maybe you can just use it to manage yourself or maybe your family?
Yes, I'm planning on starting a video and photo production company, and I'm also a licensed barber. So I want to open up like a barber studio. So what I want to do, I want to open up like a big studio where you got a barber studio, people who want to cut hair. I want to open up a photograph studio. So like other photographers want to rent out that studio for maybe 1 or 2 hours, they can do that. I want to open up a recording studio in there. So like artists, I know got a lot of talent in this section. So they want to drop their music tracks, they can rent the studio out for that part of time they could rent it out. And open up a post-production studio so people get their videos and they want to edit their videos, they could do that.
Wow. So how about we have a whole lot of youth in Ghana that are willing to learn those photography and videography stuffs. So do you intend to also establish a school in order for them to train over there, then they can work at your firm or maybe at your organization?
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, that I thought about that too. Open up like a little mini film school, kind of like a visual arts school for the visual arts. Yeah, I do have a vision for that. That will come. Like open up maybe like a barber school. People want to learn how to cut it, they can do that. A film school. People want to learn how to shoot documentaries, shoot films, how to shoot their own videos. Maybe like vlogs for YouTube. They can get started. Type of schools like that. Put it in one school called the visual arts. It was visual arts. Visualize and you do the art. Yeah.
My final question that I want to ask you is two questions that I want to ask you. One is, what are some of the challenges that you've had so far? You being in Ghana for the past 2 weeks, what are some of the challenges you've had so far, and how did you overcome it? And my second question I want to also ask you is that you've been in Ghana for a while now, so maybe you might have tasted some local food and so forth in Ghana. Can you prepare those local food in Ghana? As you said, you have a Jamaican background and so forth. So
the only challenge I had so far is not receiving my baggage from the airport. That's it. That was about my life in there, man. All my video equipment, everything, my whole life was in them bags. If they would have lost them bags, I would start from ground zero, just from this camera, from ground zero up. But I got my bags back, so I'm good. See the smile on my face. Yeah, I'm good. So I'm good. So the local food, I just ate like rice with the tapioca, that fish.
Tilapia.
Yeah, tilapia fish. Yeah, that was pretty spicy. It was pretty good. Yeah.
Wow.
But I can't cook.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't cook, so I gotta find somebody to cook.
Wow. So maybe I would just ask you that you need to start learning how to cook Ghanaian food since you be in Ghana and so forth. Okay, so would you want to tell people what you have for them, your friends and your families and people that are watching you on my YouTube channel?
What do I?
Yeah, maybe you want to share something with them.
Oh, yeah, just anybody who got the spirit to come to Africa, gotta be obedient to your spirit, to the Most High. Just come back home to Africa, because the window of is closing because Africa's gonna come up and the West is declining quick. Africa's coming up. So you want to buy land, you want to change your life around, you better come now, because the next 10 years, the Sable and Cape Coast is going to be you can't afford it, because the price is going to go up.
Wow.
Then you missed your window opportunity. Now you're stuck in the West, you're breathing in poison air, you're going through the bad weather. Judgment is all over the West, and Great Britain and Europe is you see it on the news, it's straight judgment. They call it climate change, but it's the Most High changing everything.
Wow. So as my brother said, as you are watching, you need to pack your bags, come back to Africa. Africa is meant for everybody. So we are also trying our best to change people's mindset to come back to Africa. And concerning the land too, maybe if you need a land in Omina too, I'm also there. I deal with land in Omina. So if you are interested in buying land with us, you can just contact me and then I'll get a land for you at Omina. My brother has already gotten his at Asebu, Cape Coast. So maybe if you need Omina, you can just contact me. So as you're also watching, you keep subscribing to my channel, and my brother too also have a YouTube channel. Please kindly check the page out and also subscribe and support him to do a whole lot of things. We are preaching love and peace in Africa. So let's change a good mindset of Africa, and then everybody should come back home. One Africa.
One. All praise to the Most High. Shalom, shalom. Come back home.
Bye.